If you're feeling frustrated, wondering why your baby's hair won't grow or it won't stop breaking or it's still very, very thin, and you feel like you have tried so much to grow it and nothing seems to work, you are not alone. I have encountered several moms with the same struggles, with the same desires, and that is why, as a registered dietitian and a hair enthusiast, I'm actually going to share with you 7 easy to actually incorporate tips that will actually help you retain your baby's hair and actually improve their volume. As you can see, I have been using the same tips on my daughter. She is 4 years and she has managed to retain some awesome length and her hair is quite healthy. So remember to stay subscribed and make sure that you watch until the end so that you can get the full benefit of how you can actually maintain and retain your baby's hair length and volume. The first thing that I did is actually respect the baby stage. I avoided tension at all cost because I understand that the hair was still forming and tension from braiding or styling too early can cause long-term damage. I was intentionally styling her very easily, like you would find her with matutas or even a simple bun styled with her natural hair. It was just few, it was not a lot. I will definitely include some pictures so that you can see, and I did that for at least for the first 2 years of her life. And then I remember the first time I did intentional styling for her was the December that she turned 2. She was 2 years 3 months, and that was the first time that I did braids on her. And I also try as much as I can even now to avoid using tight braids. I know they look like they are tight. No, I don't grip so hardly, I just grip firmly, but I try as much as I can to make sure that she doesn't feel so much pain in her scalp, so that the hair is neat. The hair can last her a good amount of time, like 4 to 5 weeks, but it's not too tightly done. I don't know if you understand that. And of course, the second thing that you're going to do is what I have been singing about in this channel for the longest time, and that is basically make moisture your friend. My baby knows, like even now she knows that every other day when she's taking a bath, she needs to have some water on her head. Apart from using good quality products like my Chebe Hair Butter on her, I make sure that every week, at least 3 to 4 times a week, I apply her moisture, then I seal in with the Chebe Hair Butter. Also, if you have watched my videos when I'm doing her wash day, I make sure that I generously apply the Chebe on all her strands. Like, I don't know, you can't see on the video. Someone asked, will the Chebe particles be visible in the videos? In the hair, no, they are not usually visible. The butter is well blended to ensure that the visibility of the particles is really reduced so that you can use it comfortably on your hair and still be able to style it as desired. And just to make things clear, I was using the Chebe Hair Butter sparingly before she turned 2. I will explain why. You see, my baby had some sensitivity in her skin when she was little. It was not eczema per se, but it was some sensitivity that was coming in here and there and disappearing. But now she is improving, she's doing better. So for that reason, I was a bit paranoid about any nut family on her skin or even on her hair, and we all know shea butter is from the nut family, so I tried as much as I can to limit that, and I was using what I was using on her skin, and that is what I still use to date on her skin. That is basically a perfect blend of coconut oil, castor oil, vitamin E and olive oil. I can make that for a client on request. It actually works really good for a baby skin that is sensitive and is actually struggling with some eruptions here and there. It works better than all those creams that you're going to buy for your infant in the pharmacy or in the chemist. So that is it. You need to make sure that you are taking care of the moisture and the retention part depending on where they are at in life. If they are younger, use the oils. If they are older, the butters are better. And of course, you need to say no to harsh products, because most products, especially shampoos that have harsh chemicals that are loaded with sulfate and parabens, they strip away natural oils And that is why I recommend my clarifying organic shampoo with hibiscus and honey that cleanses, gently nourishes, and promotes healthy growth with every wash. Like you can see from the video, her scalp is very clean, it's dandruff free, she doesn't itch, she doesn't have those crazy dryness that I see with patches on their scalp of dryness, all that. She never experiences that. And I wash her hair at least 5 weeks. Every 5 weeks she will have a thorough wash, but every other week when she's going to school, like I will do some kidogo wash here and there, light wash when she's going for swimming, because she does that. When she comes home from swimming, I will also gently just wash her hair off, but it's not as the thorough one that I do every 5 weeks. And another thing that you need to actually make sure that you are doing is prioritizing detangling. Like, you're not going to compromise on detangling. You have to make sure that you're using your fingers when you're detangling to remove the bigger tangles, and then you go in with a wider comb. And after detangling, after washing, after conditioning with our amazing honey moisturizing conditioner, you go ahead and make sure that you do loose knots or even the twist outs to actually help the hair to stay free from tangles. This will actually make it easier for you when you're styling the hair. It will also make it easier for the stylist if you take her to the salon, and they can actually be styled without the crazy blow dries. I don't use blow dries or heat on my baby. I think one day if I take her there, she will be shocked and she might actually collapse. So try as much as you can to prioritize detangling. I have a playlist on detangling tips for babies and as well for yourself, so please have a look at that, and let's practice healthy hair care practices. And of course, you need to make sure that you try as much as you can to protect their hairs during sleep. I know this is almost impossible for babies because you will put them a certain bonnet and then you will wake up the next day and they will not have it on. That is very common. It happens here as well, but you can try to work with the pillowcases or the quality of the fabric that is on their beds or where they are sleeping. Try as much as you can to make it as certain as it can be. And of course, we have to take care of their nutrition. There is no compromise when it comes to hair growth for babies or infants. As you can see, the braids are coming out really, really cute. This style was nice. I think I'm going to make it again because we are supposed to make her hair today, and I think we are going to repeat this style. It was really making her really cute, and it really lasted for like 6 weeks. It was really, really good. So you need to understand that babies' hair grow from the inside, and you need to make sure that you're prioritizing their nutrition, ensuring that they are taking up the different food groups, the different types of foods, vegetables, fruits, meats, legumes, carbohydrates, ugali, skuma, all those, that they can be growing well, their metabolic health. They're not even struggling with deficiencies, because deficiency symptoms like anemia, protein, all these cause significant changes in our hair structure as well as promote hair breakages and loss. We need to make sure that you're taking care of their nutrition. And another thing that is very, very important for us moms is to ensure that we are coming up with a routine that is easy to stick to and we can actually manage. I know it's very easy to get influenced by crazy routines out there when you see your influencer, your favorite influencer telling you, oh, this is what I use on my baby. You want to go and try it, and maybe you cannot afford it, you cannot maintain it. Let's try as much as we can to be realistic within our budgets and within our practices, what we can actually do and stick to it for long. I thank God that my baby's hair responds really, really well, but again, I take care of it. I am a nutritionist, so her nutrition is on point, and then I am a hair enthusiast and stylist. Again, as you can see from the video, her hair is well taken care of. And I know you might think that these styles, they are painful. No, they are not. And I try as much as I can to avoid and reduce the hair additions like the threads or even the braids. I try as much as I can to style her, and I have been doing that even when she was little. Of course, occasionally, because now she's more aware, and when she sees her friends with braids, she also wants them. Occasionally, I will do braids for her, especially when they're on holidays, but that's just it occasionally, and I try as much as I can, again, to reduce the time that she will stay with those braids. This is how I do it. If they close school for like 6 weeks, I am going to style that braid for the last 3 weeks and make sure I remove it and I don't do it tightly at all, like at all. It's usually looser than the way I style her natural hair. That is very important. And when you're taking her to the salonist or the stylist, you need to make sure that you talk to them about the importance of protecting your baby's hair. They need to incorporate best practices for protecting their edges, their follicles, and their strands. And this includes the type of products that they are going to use to wash their hair, the type of detangling techniques that they are going to use, and of course the styling techniques that they are going to use. I told you guys I will be offering all these services as well, and it's coming up. But for the meantime, you need to get your hands on my quality product, and if you take them and you explain to your stylist well, because of course I guide on usage, you'll definitely reap the results. And the good thing is this Chebe hair butter and our shampoo and even conditioner, you can get it and use it with your baby. You don't need to like spend extra on them or even on yourself, and you will have good healthy hair. Let me know in the comment section what is some of the things that you have been doing that have been working for your baby's hair. As you can see from the video, my baby's hair is the soft type, so if I really legare or I try and avoid routines and products, it will really break because it's really soft. I wish she had the thick 4C hair because it's easier to manage and it's easier to protect. But this one, even if you like style it tightly, you will see it break. So I really have to make sure that I am protecting it at all times. And these are some of the things that have been working for me. You can let me know what has been working for you, and let's continue the conversation there.
I whisper in the air, humming softly to the leaving. I see a flame inside me, shining on the speeds of mine. My soul was weakening. I found you, my world is now complete. I thought it was impossible, but that's how things were to me. I love you, and it's not some reverie. I'll lay down in your arms, and there's where I wanna be forever. I used to have low self-esteem, thoughts turn like bullets in the breeze. But someone touching my strings and sing a song I've never heard, something so sweet. I found you, my world is now complete. I thought it was impossible, but that's how things were to me. I love you, and it's not some reverie. I'll lay down in your arms, and that's where I wanna be. Back then, I was so stupid, too much anger in the eyes, alone at home with no supplies. I'll throw all my own dreams. Let's give the past where it belongs, and I said what is to